If your opponent doesn't move, he keeps or she keeps his shinai, their shinai right in the middle. What would you do? You want to strike them, but they don't move though. I like doing jigeko with those people because they block all the time. So we have to think. Okay, that means they know you're coming, right? That's good. They know that you're coming. So that means if you initiate, you're telling your opponent that you're coming. So you're signaling, right? If you don't do that, they don't block. They don't even do this. They just stay there. So you're giving them some indication. That's why they are reacting to it, right? So one, you don't have to do anything, because if you don't indicate, like turning signal, right? You don't have. If you don't indicate, you're going to right, you're going to left. They don't know what you're doing, right? Like stupid drivers. No turning signal, no indication. And they go, they go, whoa! So that's one thing you can do, no indication. When you're not moving, so gradually, if you go, tong, tong, this is a pattern we all have. Getting close and strike. Getting close, you strike. That's the indication, right? So once you get close, they know, oh, okay, he's coming. So you're telling them you're going to strike. Something is going on. And it is more true if you get in and strike. As soon as you get in, you strike, then it's easy for them to block. Now, if you gradually get in, right? Gradually get in, then it's harder to tell. When you go, right? And you get in, get out. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. And gradually, when you get out, make it smaller. Get in, get out a little bit. And at the very end, you don't move your left foot because you're in striking zone. If you move your left foot back, you're gonna get further from your opponent. So you don't want to move your left foot back. At a certain point, when you get into your striking distance, you don't move this. Only move this, right foot. Okay? And as I said, this is very advanced, I think. Probably you should know. So once you're set, you just move your right foot, right? And once once you are really, this spill point, anything could happen point, you just move this way. So your opponent feels like you're coming, right? And then when they move, you go, pong, strike. Okay? So this is what happened yesterday when I'm training with, I think he wants to become Sandan. So he is Nidan. He's really good at blocking. Right? So he knows. So, this is what I did. I didn't do anything. I'm getting close. I don't do anything. Right? And then when he comes in, I strike. So if I move, he goes like this. So I don't move. So he will not come in. Right? He wants to make them feel like they want to strike you. But you just wait for the moment, and when they come, just go, oh, strike me. Of course, that you have to have really good skill for that. But that's we call is what we call debana. Debana man, right? Debana. If you move, they go, and then you go man. So if you always signaling, I'm going, and of course they block. Oh, he's coming. Oh, okay. So when they block like this. So it's hard to strike kote, right? If they go like this, men and kote. Of course, this is wide open, so you can go like that, hidari do, gyaku do. That's one option, and they go like this, and when they bring their hands down, you go strike men. Okay, so you have to create a pattern as well. Some patterns. If your opponent goes like this, you go in and strike kote and do. Like that. Right? Kote do instead of kote men. You get the kote men first. And make them think, okay, you strike kote men. Okay, do the same thing, and then strike do. And then after that, when you go kote like this, and they're going to bring this hands down like that, and then they go strike man. So you create those patterns. It's hard to create the patterns, but easy to say, but it's harder to do. But you kind of start making script. Like speech. I say this first, and I say this next, say this. Right? If I'm going against say, I do this first. Well, let's say I know say's personality. Okay? And if I say this, he's gonna say this. So I'm gonna say this first, and then I'm gonna say this. So he's gonna say yes, that kind of thing. So if I kendo, you go. If I strike like this, he goes like this. Or for Jordan, I have Jordan sensei, right, 7th Dan sensei, in my area, and luckily he trains with us every training after we, ever since we came back to the dojo. So when I go like that, he goes like this, right? So I always want to go pan tan strike me, like that, right? Pan tan like that. But again, if I go once I did this and he goes like that, and if I do the same thing, he doesn't do the same thing. So that's the problem. Goes higher level, right? If I go like this and I got to do this again, he is waiting for the moment as well. And either he coming for men or he coming for kote. So that's the fun part. But so we have patterns. Everyone has habit. So if I go like this and he goes like this, so when he comes back up, I do this. There's a script, pattern. So you decide until it becomes a part of your nature. You write it down. It's easy to think instead of head. I've been just thinking in my head, but once it comes down to jigeko, you forget. So write it down. If this happens, I'll do this. This happens, I do this. It is almost all the time. It almost works all the time against lower grade holders, because they do exactly the same. They react to the certain movement exactly the same way, because they have patterns, they have habits. Higher grade holders, of course, we know the weaknesses, so we try not to fall into that trap. If I do this, he's gonna go this. So you have to know your weaknesses as well. That's why this Sentan sensei, if I go like this, okay, he go like that. And then now, okay, I do it again and he strikes me. Because he now knows that I do this. So when I do this, this is a good time for him to strike my mid. Because it's lower. My sword is lower. Right? So we have to try to read what's going to happen next. So that's why we call it mind game. Right? Mind game. Before you strike, we have this mind game. And you did Kendo, you really have to figure out your opponent's habits really quickly. And then you make them move in a certain way so you can strike them.